Let's talk about the Pittsburgh Penguins news. Of course, the big news coming out this week was Casey DeSmith signed to a 2-year contract. I do appreciate them announcing that after I put out a story about the Penguins having interest in Marc-Andre Fleury, but they signed Casey DeSmith 2 years, $1.8 million is the average annual value. That leaves the Penguins with currently $21.4 million in salary cap space, with still, of course, Malkin and Letang, who we will talk about in a couple minutes, to go. Horwat, are you comfortable with DeSmith going forward as the backup goaltender?
No, and I haven't been.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you could say I'm more comfortable with him than Fleury just because of the term backup goalie.
Yeah.
We had this discussion. I'm not having it again. I'm going to keep having it probably anyway.
Yeah.
But in terms of Casey DeSmith himself, the number, fine. I don't care about the number because it is a low, good number. 1.8, that's exactly what we should be paying for a backup goalie, if not even a little under that. It is just the fact that he has been around forever. It looks like we're just running it back here. And he hasn't been the best. Sure, he had his bright spots this season. But I just felt since he was having his off start to the beginning of the year that we just need new blood back there. We need a new face. We need someone fresh who can just be a new name to sit behind Tristan Jarry. Now Casey DeSmith at the age of 30. I don't have a ton of issues with it. I just wanted someone new. Again, he's going to get the job done as a backup. He just has to remain at his peak and not be hurt in the postseason come April. I don't know. I'm okay with it, I guess. I'm not blown away by it. I'm not ecstatic about it, but it could be worse. It could be worse. It could be Fleury in there.
Hey, don't rule it out. Fleury could sign for a 3-year, $1.5 million deal, and this could just be to have cards in hand and trade DeSmith. Because if you look at the rest of the goaltending market, that's why I think this move was made, was because if you look at it, you're not going to get a backup goaltender this year, or at least one of the caliber of Casey DeSmith, which I know a lot of people don't want to admit it. He's pretty solid.
He's decent
back there.
Yeah.
When he's at his best, he's really solid. When he's at his worst, he's scary bad.
Yep.
But if he can find that consistency, which he did later in the season, then I'm comfortable with it. I would have liked some new blood in there as well. I do agree with that. But after his first 7 games, which took until, I believe, the mid-January to get through that first 7 games, because he just didn't play very much, he finished 8-3-4 with a .922 save percentage, 2.26 goals allowed average, and 2 shutouts, not including, I should say, a game 1 in which he played and made 48 saves on 51 shots against the New York Rangers in a playoff game, his NHL Stanley Cup playoff debut. So do I hate the fact that Casey DeSmith is backed? No. Would I have liked to see a little bit of new blood? Yeah, but I also am not upset that we have a backup goaltender signed for $1.8 million. And a lot of people are going to say, how does he deserve a raise? Listen, it's the economy of the NHL. Everybody usually gets a raise if they don't absolutely stink. Kapanen won't get a raise. But a guy like Casey DeSmith, who did turn it around and did show that he has some potential to be a solid backup, he's going to get a raise. I'm just happy it's under $2 million.
As long as it's under 2, I'm not super excited that it was a raise, but man, there's a lot that goes into this one, really. We wanted someone new. He's not the greatest as a backup, but can at least get the job done, and that's all you can ask for. Just get the job done. Stay healthy. I mean, that goes for all of our goalies. Stay healthy, but still.
Especially when the time is most important, because Casey DeSmith now the past 2 postseasons has not been available for the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's the biggest downfall of DeSmith, if you ask me. But the only other thing I want to say is this is the first goalie domino to fall. There's a lot of dominoes that are about to fall for the goalie market. There's Kemper, there's Fleury, there's, I believe, Jack Campbell in Toronto. We have to see how all of that pans out. When those numbers come in, I have the feeling that Casey DeSmith's $1.8 million is going to look like a much better deal.
It's going to end up being, of those names you just listed, it's going to end up being the lowest number.
Well, easily. But also you look at like Dave Rittich, guys like that. If Rittich gets more than DeSmith, then DeSmith's deal looks great. So